room. Good morning.
Hello.
My name is Zindziswa, and her name is Nontle, and her name is Onela, and her name is Zimkhitha. We are here today. We are here to research about xenophobia. As we know that it happened before here in our town. Although we were there and although we didn't like it. So we are trying to stop xenophobia. We are trying to stop people not to hate refugees. So we are going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
Yes. Last year, our town was engulfed with xenophobic violence. As a first citizen of the town, how did you feel?
In fact, when that happened, I was not around. I was abroad, but I was phoned, and my immediate reaction to that was, firstly, you have to find out the cause. What is the root cause of that? Obviously, nobody could tell what was the root cause. But on my arrival a week after, immediately I started to address the situation. I felt very much really disappointed with the manner our community treated their foreigners. But then it came to the fore that it's actually not. It was not a xenophobic attack on them, but it was a criminal attack. But as a municipality, we addressed the situation with the foreigners.
Do you think the ordinary people understand the culture of human rights, and what do we think should be done to instill the culture of human rights on ordinary people?
You know, human rights, it's not only the municipality's duty to make people aware of human rights that are there in South Africa. However, we do have organizations that assist. The High Commissioner for Refugees, when this happened, immediately a week after that, they supplied us with flyers, leaflets that we distributed in the township to make people aware of foreigners do have rights in our country. We make them aware of human rights, and there are commissioners, Human Rights Commission, you know, there's a lot of organizations that are working towards enlightening people on human rights culture.
Why?
Sorry, Elise. Ja, gewoon voor het jaar ze waarom het van recht krijgen, ik weet je okay.
Why do you think South Africa is the preferred destination of the refugees?
It's simple. South Africa is a free country, and South Africa has got a lot of opportunities. You know, some of these people actually they run away from their countries to seek asylum because there are fights in their countries. You know, Zimbabwe has been unstable for how long now? People of Zimbabwe can't. You know, they don't even have money to buy bread. So the only option for them, or the only way for survival, is to get out of the country and be in exile in South Africa or whatever. As it was the case with our people in the 80s. Most of our people went to exile because of the unconducive, situations in South Africa, unbearable situations of apartheid system. They then left the country. It's the same in those countries. People come to this country to seek asylum, to seek a refugee, to seek for job opportunities. There's a lot of things.
Do you think the method that the people use to show their dissatisfaction were right, and what do you advise people to do when they are dissatisfied?
You know, be it a service delivery issue or any issue that might anger a person, no one has a right to be angry. You can be angry, but you don't have to be angry at other people, at other human beings. If it's an issue of service delivery, there are structures, government structures to address those things. If the government structures are not able to address this, there's the watchdog that what we call it is the department that is led by Mushwana. But nevertheless,
public protector.
The public protector. You go to the office of the public protector and you raise your issue. I'm discontent with the municipality, or I'm discontent with the government department. They can't give me a service of this nature. You highlight it, they take it for you. So there are a lot of avenues to address concerns of people.
Do you think it is right for refugees to be integrated into our communities?
Yeah, very much so. It's right. Because, these people, if they're not integrated, then they live in a vacuum in a community. Then, obviously, there will be clashes. They don't understand the traditions and the cultures of that community. But when they are integrated in that community, they are able to understand. When you greet, you pass a person, you greet. Those are things that they don't know. But when they are integrated in our communities, they are able to understand. Why do you have to greet a person when you pass a person by? Why do you have to give a smile to a person whenever it's needed? So I'm encouraging that actually. I even said to them when I had these meetings to address this problem, I said, sometimes just to go to a public meeting, a community meeting, people see you as part of their community. But if you don't go to meetings or to sporting events, then people regard you as an alien. They don't mix with you, so you're not integrated. So obviously there will be clashes somewhere. When you want to get into these people's terrain, then they see you on their way, but you're not integrated. So it's good that they integrate in our communities.
What did the municipality do to bring back the dignity of the victims, and how were they helped by the municipality in their hours of hate?
Man, it's not the sole responsibility of the municipality to look at the social well-being of foreigners. But what we did, we linked up with the National High Commissioner on Refugees, and we linked up with our national departments, Foreign Affairs, so as to try to get them back to the community. You will understand some of them were robbed to an extent where they couldn't even come back and re-establish their business. But we tried to get assistance for them, but they assisted one another also, because there are other, brothers and sisters of them that are in the country. So they donated, monies. Some donated fridges, the TV, or what, so that they can restart their life again. But what we made clear to them is that, as a municipality, we can assist. We spoke to the police. The police are monitoring their shops on a daily basis. But the problem with them is that they don't understand the setup of South Africa. In South Africa, you don't open a shop like a supermarket. A small shop, a tuck shop, you open it in a way that people request whatever they want from you. Then you serve them from behind the counter. But them, they think you must open a shop. People must have free access into a shop. That's where people steal. That's where conflict is going to start. Because when you steal, he will want to come for you, and then the fight starts from there.
What do you think make these people not to be welcome
No,
here?
there's a lot of things that makes them not to be welcome. Sometimes, some of them, I said to them, some of them, their attitude has to change. Because you can't come to a foreign country and want to speak your language. First of all, you have to learn the people's language in that country so that you can be able to communicate with those people in their language. They will welcome you. But if then you have this attitude of, I'm not from here, I don't speak their language, it's then that a conflict will begin to start. So, and also, the reason why people don't welcome them, these people have skills. We must acknowledge that. no one or nobody in our communities can run a spaza shop effectively as the foreigners are doing. They have skills to run their business. Some of them are highly educated actually. They are educated, and we are jealous now because if the spaza shop next to mine prospers, mine is not prospering, then I'm becoming jealous. And you know, people are saying their prices are cheap. That's when everything is the jealous start, this jealous element starts. But mainly the main thing that makes people not to welcome them here is that they think these people are here for job opportunities. They competing for the same jobs that and they are also, you know, they go to an extent where they accept a job even if it's paying less. They don't have these things of a living wage thing like us in South Africa. We want a living wage. To them, a living wage is any cent that you get.
It seems that the violence was mostly directed to the Somalians rather than the Zimbabweans. What do you think was the cause?
No, it's simple. You know, it was a Somalian that killed a person. Yes. The Somalian shot. He fired a shot and a person was killed. Oh, no. Yes. It's them. It's a Somalian that was also arrested with an illegal firearm. So people could immediately detect it's the Somalians that are appropriate, not the Zimbabweans. So I think that's the reason why they gunned for the Somalians than Zimbabweans.
What do you think should be compensate these people on the losses they suffered?
Man, you know, it's difficult to compensate a person. Where do you start to where do you begin to compensate? Especially when there's a fight and there's lives lost. How do you compensate a South African that has lost his life? How do you then compensate a foreigner who has lost his fridge or TV and what? I mean, how do you value life versus material things? So what I'm saying is that it's no compensation of any kind that can remedy the situation. The only thing is that to change people's minds, to understand one another. And if you lost your valuables in a riot situation, then that's the key. That's it. You lost and you lost. I mean, in any country, if there's violence, there's a riot, people lost their belongings, the government does not compensate you for that. Because it was a violent situation, a riot situation.
Do you think there are positive things that we as South Africans can learn from this refugees?
Yes, very much. You know, we can, I said to them, we will have to organize some workshops sometimes so that they can take some of our small business people, have a workshop for them, show them how to run your spaza shop effectively. How are they able to make a living with a cent? You know, a profit to them, their profit margin is not 10 cents, 20 cents. It's like 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, you know. But they are able to make a living out of that. So if we can be able to transfer those skills to our people so that they are able to run their own spaza shops effectively. And any other kind of business. These people are good in salon business, they are good in hair cuttings, all those skills. If we can be able to transfer them to our people, those are positive things that we can learn from this.
What role do you think the municipality should play in building positive relations between the aliens and the people?
I would not call them aliens actually. You know, when they are from planet Earth, so you can't call them aliens. They are humans. However, they are foreigners. What I think South Africans can learn from them, the building up relations with them. I mean, we cannot run away from the fact that some of them even have girlfriends in our locations. So that's the start of building a relationship with them, so that we can curb these things of xenophobia attacks on them, because they are human beings. I think most of the time people tend to think they are not human. These people are not. No, they're not from another planet. They are also from this planet. So they are human beings.
Have the municipality a plan on how to act should violence flare up again? If there is, can Mr. Mayor briefly elaborate on this plan?
Yeah, the plan that we have, they have a committee that they have established themselves. Actually, we requested them to have a committee, a liaison body. Whenever we have problems with whomever from their communities, from the foreigners, that committee then sits with us. We address those concerns or any problems. Because remember, as a municipality, we are not directly giving services to these people, because they're not our community dwellers. They don't have rental units in our communities. However, they site on the backyards or somewhere in the community. But what plan we have is that we have a plan that they are working on. Sometimes they want to have a sporting event where they will, have games with local people, and so that they can learn our culture, they can learn how our people socialize, because those people are socialized in another way. A Somali only knows his brother, he doesn't know any other person. Whatever else in his company is regarding that person as a foreigner, even though they are from the same country. What I noticed, or somebody told me, is that even when they go together, like the four of you go to a shop, you buy sweets. When you buy sweet, this is your close sister. You buy only 2 sweets, you give your sister the 2. The rest of them don't have sweets. So those are things that these people must be taught. In South Africa, you share anything. If you are with people, with a group of people, whatever you buy, you share with the people. You don't eat it on your own. You only give it to your brother or to your sister. Everybody is your brother, is your sister. Okay, Nkosi Gama. Ngama grade band. Grade 11. Ne pass or natural?
Pass.
Okay. Okay.